Hi, how are you? This is Wen from Wen Guo Real Estate Group from Keller Williams Real Estate. Today, I would like to share with you for some thoughts about the real estate trend here. At midnight, I got an email from a client in my neighborhood asking me, "Hey, Wen, what do you think about the market is going?" I guess this is a very pressing question for many homeowners or buyers. I don't have a crystal ball, but I do want to give some data and some personal experience in the market to share with you so that you know what's going on right now without getting out of the door. So number one, buyers are down. So from multiple teams, lots of buyers, because of shelter in place, because of the loan got canceled, the active buyer in multiple teams or real estate agents list is actually shrinking. So I heard in one team, it shrank from 40 to 2, which is pretty crazy. In our team, it's better, slightly. So we still have quite a bit of active buyers that we've been hunting houses for. And then in seller side, listing, we have 1,000 listings in the beginning of March in the whole Bay Area. And now we are down to half. So, and in fact, only 1/3 of new listing comparing to previous years. So talking about if the buyers are scared, the sellers are also very intimidated by the shelter in place and coronavirus situation. So it's really like, is the market going up or down? Right now, I would say it turned into more as a buyer's market than traditionally seller's market. It seems buyer pool dropped more than the seller pool. But did the price drop yet? Not really, not significantly. We don't see multiple overbid white heat scenario like January or February. Lots of time the properties will get 1 or 2 offers max. So the price still pretty stiff out there, but it's not as overbidding game out there. Would the market goes up or down? Personally, again, I don't have crystal ball. Personally, very small chance to go up, I guess. Would you agree with me? I don't know. Very slim chance to me to see it get slaughtered in half because I believe Bay Area is Bay Area. There's a very strong demand, very limited of inventory and supplies. So maybe we will encounter a small drop in the future. But again, real estate is probably the slowest responding market comparing with many other things like gold, stock or bond, and etc. So it's relevantly very stable. Either you want to buy it to live in, especially if you're buying it to live in for 5-10 years, you most likely will be able to go through the dip, if ever. And how much would the dip be? I suspect it's probably 10-20%, depends on areas, and also depends on price point. For any properties that's under 1.5 million, it's still very, very competitive for the buyers to get. Luxury properties over 4 million, it's cooling down by a lot. So we need to look into different sectors. Should I sell now? For any sellers out there, it depends. So would selling give you a better lifestyle and financial incentive? Because right now, if you sell, it's not going to be very exciting to have 10 offers for you to review. However, it's still in the peak before it drops. So if you want to harvest and cash out, this is still a good time. It's just not exciting as the last 5-7 years anymore, but you will still get a good price, fair price, comparing to maybe, you know, a few months or down 1 year later, not sure. But then also it might not match the comparable from January and February, however, because January and February we had insanely high price overall in many markets in, you know, all different area around the whole Bay Area. We had, you know, for example, we sold a property 645 grand. The last sold was 588 grand, and we were like more than 10% over than the comparable in January and February. So you can still leverage those good numbers out there for a good sell price before it dropped too much. Should I buy? Well, that's up to you. Are you an investor? If you're an investor, look for the good deals. Deals on the market for a long time might tend to be more motivated to sell. So if you get to hit a good one, that's probably a great timing. Especially if you're all cash, you should totally leverage the good timing that right now the lender can't really close as smoothly anymore. So you can leverage your cash. But if you are investor thinking about buying and selling in 2 months, maybe not a good time, because we don't know how the market is gonna go in a very short period. If you're buying something for yourself to live in for the next 10 years, go for it. I always tell my buyers it's not really about getting the cheapest price for your own home, because it's really about lifestyle. So you really want to buy a home that works for you, works your family, your kids' school, your job location, if the backyard is large enough, if it's in an ideal location. So work around your lifestyle instead of going for the best deal. In the winter, you always find the best deal, but come on, it's like clearance price, and there is a reason why they're not sold, right? So go for what works for you. If now you found a good house, go for it, because in 10 years, your money is gonna definitely come back if it's not doubled. And then I want to also share some cases that we have in our everyday running, but I'm gonna put it in the next episode. So if you would be interested, keep watching, keep clicking into the next episode. I'll see you there.